You have no proof of these accusations. I demand to speak to Captain Sisko.
Oh, you will, Quark. And you can explain to him why we have a dead Federation diplomat on our hands.
Does this man have some information about the murder?
No! How could I? I'm just a simple businessman.
Computer. Promenade, level 7, section 5.
You have no proof of these accusations. I demand to speak to Captain Sisko.
Oh, you will, Quark. And you can explain to him why we have a dead Federation diplomat on our hands.
Does this man have some information about the murder?
No! How could I? I'm just a simple businessman.
Ah.
Envoy.
It's Ambassador now, Quark. A field promotion.
Ambassador. I had nothing to do with any killings. I've never met Ambassador Karrig.
But you recognized me at the bar. How did you become so familiar with the Federation diplomatic staff?
I told you. I just try to keep up with the comings and goings around here. It's good for business.
Then why were you so nervous when I met you earlier? Every time I mentioned Ambassador Karrig, you jumped.
Of course I'm nervous. Do you have any idea the amount of profit that this plasma storm is costing me? The promenade is deserted, I've got a back room full of rotting low-carb beans, and some obscure Bajoran labor law has me paying my Davo girl whether anyone spins a wheel or not. Not to mention the fact that this bucket of bolts we're in could collapse at any second under the disturbance. Oh boy, you bet I'm nervous.
So you've met. How nice. What else did you notice, Ambassador?
He was talking to someone over the view screen when I came in. Someone who seemed very upset.
That? Oh, that was just a customer of mine. A disgruntled one.
How could you tell?
You told him the deal was off. He had some sort of finned crest on his head.
Sounds like one of the Lycosians. Quark, you haven't been associating with the Lycosians from the Altair group, have you? Really?
Lycosians?
They're an amphibious race from Lycos 4. You've probably seen them around. Well, well, well. What bad company you've been keeping, Quark.
Look, I'm a free citizen of the Ferengi Alliance. I've had enough of your accusations. If you have any evidence against me, which you don't, arrest me. Otherwise, let me get back to my bar.
You're right. I don't have any evidence. Yet. If I did, you and your Lycosian cronies would already be behind security fields. But I will soon enough. The computer's analyzing the trace scans I took of the Ambassador's quarters.
Scans?
It should be finished shortly. Once the results are compiled, we'll be able to pinpoint exactly who entered Karrig's room from their DNA pattern. Go back to your bar and tell your Lycosian associates that it's only a matter of time before the computer finishes analyzing the genetic samples I took from Karrig's room. If there's even a molecule of Lycosian DNA, I'll have the proof I need to put them away and hang a charge of accessory to murder around your greedy neck.
Well, I'm sure this will all be settled. I'll be on my way then.
You do that. Ambassador, have a look at this for a moment, won't you? Well, I think he got the point. If I know Quark, he's on his way to warn the Lycosians about the molecular scan.
What can you tell me about the investigation so far?
All I've got for certain right now is what the initial tricorder readings tell me. The murder weapon, the traces of Tarragon radiation, and the corrosive used on the Ambassador's pad. You've spoken to Lieutenant Dax about retrieving the data?
About Karrig's pad.
A standard Federation personal access display device. Or it was, until someone flash-scorched it with metamchlorinide. So you haven't seen its contents?
No, I haven't.
So you're not interested in finding out what it was the killer wanted to destroy?
I didn't have...
Those records are our only link to Karrig's last few days. I suggest you make them a priority. I've been told you've got some training in security procedures. Interesting background considering your origins. Tyria has an unusually low crime rate for a planet its size.
It wasn't violence on my home planet that got me interested in security training. Like you, Mr. Odo, I believe in being prepared.
Where would you like to begin?
Were you able to determine if anything had been stolen from the ambassador's quarters?
Not positively, but security records show that when Karrig boarded, he invoked diplomatic privilege.
What for exactly?
According to the officer's log, the ambassador was very insistent that we not scan a particular piece of his luggage. I have visual reference on the container, a small silver case, but it wasn't among the contents of his quarters.
So you think the killer might have stolen it?
Very likely. Do you have any idea what it might have contained?
It could have been something classified. Something he couldn't even trust station security with.
Especially not once he'd discovered that the station's chief of security is a changeling.
I didn't mean...
But it's true nonetheless. Karrig was returning from the Gamma Quadrant. If he had come across an item that could help the Federation fight the Dominion, the last thing he'd want to do is turn it over to a member of the same species as the Dominion's founders.
But if he had trusted you with it, he may never have been killed for it.
You may be right. If your theory's right, when we find whatever was in that case, we'll find the killer. Only problem is, how will we know when we've found it? Just how well did you know the ambassador, Mr. Bannick?
Not well enough to know who might have had this kind of grudge against him.
I see.
What'll the tricorder scans tell us?
The molecular scans record residual skin and exoskeleton cells. The computer should be able to tell us the species, even the identity, of every being that entered the ambassador's quarters in the last 48 hours.
What about the way he was killed? That's got to tell us something about the murderer.
Yes, the murder weapon. Molecular inhibitors aren't your average sidearm. The only one I've ever seen belonged to a dead Caraxian who had an accident in our local tailor's shop.
Can't you just run a station scan to find the weapon?
Not effectively. It's just a device like any other. Until it's discharged, it doesn't give off any distinct signature. Unfortunately, it only discharges on contact with a victim's body.
It's only dangerous if it touches you?
But don't underestimate the threat. A Klingon Diktag can be just as deadly as a phaser in the right hands. What do you know about the ambassador's mission in the Gamma Quadrant?
He and I were part of the same delegation. The Federation was hoping we'd be able to make contact with aliens in the Gamma Quadrant that aren't tied to the Dominion.
Be careful what you wish for. It might come true.
What?
It's an old Earth saying our chief of engineering taught me. Go on. What else can you tell me?
Not much. When our delegation arrived at DS9 last month, he met immediately with Captain Sisko. The rest of us reported to our assigned ships for departure. After that, I didn't hear from him until I got his coded rendezvous order.
What did it say exactly?
It was very terse. Need your aid immediately at Station Deep Space 9 in Alpha Quadrant. I changed course right away. Where could the Terragan radiation have come from?
It could be an effect of the plasma disturbance. Lieutenant Dax has been picking up stray traces of it since the storm set in.
When will the computer be finished analyzing the scans of the ambassador's quarters?
Not for an hour, at least. We're on emergency power, so the computer's slower than usual. Of course, it's in emergency situations that we really need the computer's speed.
Who are your suspects? You don't really think that Quark killed Karrig?
No. But I'd wager more than a spin of his Dabo wheel that he's involved somehow.
What about the Scythians? They clearly had the most connection to the ambassador.
That's true. What was your impression of them?
I was on my way to meet with the Scythian delegation. I'll be able to give you more information after I've opened communications with them, if I can.
I'll be very interested to hear what you learned from them. I've had a guard posted at their airlock door since they docked. I doubt they could have entered the station unobserved, unless they have abilities we're unaware of.
The Lycotians.
Of the beings remaining aboard the station, they're the likeliest suspects. They've certainly got the histories. Petty theft, fraud, extortion, but no record of murder. Yet.
What about the crew of the station? We can't rule them out as suspects.
If the killer is still aboard this station, and until I can prove otherwise, I have to assume he is, it could be any one of us, except you. The initial scans show that the body had been decomposing for at least an hour before you docked.
Can you account for the whereabouts of the station crew?
The remaining station crew were all at their posts or otherwise accounted for from the time the last transport left. Except for Ensign Cattell. A Folian. He was molting.
And what if it turns out that the murder occurred before the station lockdown?
Then the killer may have escaped during the evacuation, in which case he's loose on Bajor. I can't warn the Bajoran authorities until the plasma storm dissipates. For now, we've got to assume that he or she is still on the station.
What about the last transport, the one that didn't make it off the station in time?
That's where I think we'll find our answers. Let's take a look at the passenger list. There were only 5 passengers aboard, mostly people who put off leaving till the last opportunity. Lieutenant Mret was the pilot. He's monitoring shield grids. Hasn't been out of the lower core since the transport docked. Here are the passenger records. Jani Tharan.
She's the Dabo girl, right?
She is now, although I don't think she came here with that career in mind. I had to pull her in once on assault, but she was out the next morning. The victim didn't want to press charges.
What happened?
Apparently she had a misunderstanding with the captain of a Ferengi research vessel. Friend of Quark's, I think. Something about her fare to the Gamma Quadrant. She nearly had one of his lobes off by the time I arrived.
Who's next?
Rasmus Selin.
Yes, the Bajoran Vedic. We met on the upper promenade earlier.
She doesn't have any kind of security record, except for her official release documents from the Cardassian labor camps.
Yes. She told me she was imprisoned on the station during the Cardassian occupation.
I remember.
You recognize her? How?
I have an excellent memory, Ambassador. It helps in my profession, but the faces from that particular era would be difficult for anyone to forget. She had a brother, younger, I believe. He was killed during a maintenance survey.
You were on the station during the occupation?
It amused the Cardassians to have a shapeshifter in their service. I was enlisted as an investigator of sorts.
What do you know about her?
She had a brother, younger, I believe. He was killed during a maintenance survey.
An accident?
Accident? No. Manufacturing decision. Corrosion on the main smelting unit would set production back 6%. To keep it at maximum efficiency, the Cardassians would send a Bajoran in to remove the molten slag residue. If the slave was burned alive in the process, a small loss.
I see.
I was there when they dragged his body out, what was left of it. The sister was... It was a frequent occurrence in those days. Next on the list, Quark.
Right. What's his background, anyway?
Fraud, embezzlement, trafficking, conspiracy, bribery, racketeering, extortion. How far back did you want to go?
No acts of violence? No murder?
No. There was that incident with the drunken Klingon, but I wouldn't call it murder.
What kind of criminal record do you have on him?
His file's so large I had to expand the record capacity. Disappointingly few convictions, though. He's as slippery as a Clavnian eel.
Why do you think he booked passage on the very last transport out?
He's a Ferengi, Ambassador. That bar of his is his primary, legal source of profit. He'd keep it open as long as there was one potential customer and a single strip of latinum left on the station. Besides, it probably took him hours to secure all his precious possessions.
Let's see the next one.
Kimry Renat, a Lycosian. He was a weapons expert for a second-rate criminal consortium on Altair. I've been keeping an eye on him and his partner Priyet Ning since they came on board.
That's the one I saw talking to Quark on the view screen in the bar.
That makes sense. Renat spent a small fortune in the bar, but Quark's never so much as made eye contact with him. That usually means he's disguising a covert business arrangement.
Were they trouble?
Not at first. They kept fairly quiet, sticking to Quark's bar for the most part. until an incident with a rival faction a few days ago.
I haven't come in contact with this species before.
Lacosians divide themselves up into clans based on minor interspecies differences. Physical size, local dialects. A distinction as insignificant as skin color will set them at each other's throats.
Must be an immature culture.
These two are from southern Lycos. That blue coloring is a regional characteristic. The other clan was northern, similar but larger and with red skin. I broke up a confrontation between the two outside Quarks. After that, they studiously avoided one another. The Northerners booked passage on an earlier evacuation shuttle. That's all of them. Until we get the scans back, we can't rule any of them out. That's all for now. I'll keep you apprised if the situation changes.
Thank you, Constable.
And Bannick, keep your eyes open. I don't want 2 dead diplomats on my hands.
Hello? What's the matter with you? You look like you've seen a ghost. So, did Ambassador What's-His-Name demote you? For crashing that runabout, I mean.
When I was here earlier, you hinted that you had something to tell me.
Something to ask you, actually. If I tell you what I know about Quark, will you take me with you to the Gamma Quadrant?
You think Quark's involved in Karrig's death?
Karrig? Dead? I don't believe you.
It's true. Murdered, actually.
Murdered. But
You hadn't heard? From Quark or anybody?
no.
We don't know who did it. Odo and I are looking into it.
I see. So the killer could still be here. On the station.
Possibly. Do you have any theories about who might have killed Karrig?
No.
I've been appointed ambassador in Karrig's place.
I see.
Someone killed him in his room. Oh, it was gruesome.
Really? Go on.
The murderer used a molecular inhibitor. It dissolved him.
Dissolved him.
Let's not talk about it anymore. Are you all right?
Yeah, sure, I'm all right. Well, then you should really be interested in what I know about Quark.
Tell me what you know about Quark, then we'll see.
You guarantee me passage into the Gamma Quadrant, then we'll talk.
Why do you want to go to the Gamma Quadrant?
I just don't belong here, all right? I want to get out.
What do you mean you don't belong? Oh, you want to get out of this bar.
I don't belong here with you people and your gruesome murders! Look, a man is dead, on top of everything else. That's what I hate about this civilization we live in. The Alpha Quadrant, where everyone is so polite. Let's be nonchalant. Nobody wants to discuss what's really going on. It's like this agreement that everyone has, all right? Except I never signed it. I don't even know what it is!
Look, I agree with what...
It's like everyone's so pleased with everything. Space stations and food replicators and a room with a view of the stars.
What is wrong with you?
Wrong? I'll tell you what's wrong. People are still people, aren't they? Stubborn. They don't progress as fast as the technology would have you believe. Just maybe they've stopped progressing altogether. That's what I think.
Quit shouting, and we'll discuss what's really going on.
All right. It's my boss, Quark. He's in this murder thing up to his neck. Look, I want out of here. I want to go to the Gamma Quadrant.
What's so inviting in the Gamma Quadrant?
No bosses, lots of room. You can find a planet all your own, Bannick. Breathe air no one's ever breathed before. That probably doesn't make any sense to you.
Oh, I don't know about that. But I have more questions. How is Quark involved with this murder? You don't think he did it?
I don't know exactly, but he's scared. Not scared of being arrested. Scared of being killed.
Who does Quark think would kill him? The Lycosians?
The Lycosians? Which ones? The red ones or the blue ones?
Quark's been associating with the blue Lycosians.
Oh yes, they had some kind of shipment coming in. It was going to make them all rich, of course. You hear that a lot around the Dabo table.
Tell me more about this shipment. Was it from the Gamma Quadrant?
Yeah, and it was full of latinum. Priet, one of the blue Lycosians, told me that across the Dabo table. One of the red Lycotians happened to catch the remark, and that was the last time I saw them.
I haven't seen any red Lycotians.
They were here earlier. They'd be the ones to fear, all right. Quark snubbed them in some business deal.
Tell me more about this business deal.
I don't know any more than that, but they weren't happy about it. The red Lycotians, I mean.
Who else could put Quark in fear for his life?
I don't know. Who killed Karrig?
What happened to those red Lycotians? Where did they go?
When the plasma storm began to rise, they booked a transport out, just like everybody else. There. I've told you what I know about Quark.
I'll see what I can do about getting you passage to the Gamma Quadrant, Jani, if that's what you really want.
It's what I really want.
Do you think Quark's gone into hiding?
Possibly. In one of his holosuites upstairs, maybe. Could be. Not a bad place to hide. Easy to lose yourself in the Argillian massage, for example. Want to see for yourself? Quark opened an account for you. Computer, this is Jani. Confirm holosuite credit for customer Bannick.
Confirmed. Customer Bannick has 10 holosuite credits.
Thanks, Jani. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Bannick.
Baloshima karma bunarek pulsha kahipanut dide nakava nipano dabana elda sharet
Rasmus?
balobolikpa hozoroshima kama shinarek hozorokashim haban rishe kama bilmana sharet.
Are you all right?
Voices.
I'm sorry?
They are here with us now.
Who's here? Who are you talking about?
All around us as if they had never left.
I don't understand.
Never shriven, never prayed over.
Rasmus, it's Bannick. Can I help you?
Bannick. Yes, I remember. It is the rising Bannick. The spirits of Terek Nor surround us. I must pray for them, all of them, before the dark cloud passes.
I don't see anything. There's no one here but us.
You cannot see them, but they are here. They call us to account. All these years trapped without our prayers to move them on.
Do you mean the plasma storm?
The storm is only part of the prophecy. It is the cloud about the temple gates that heralds the coming of the Harbinger.
What exactly is the Harbinger?
A warning. The prophets tell of the Harbinger coming to cleanse the heavens. The signs are clear. The Borjas are rising. A dark cloud lies at the temple gates.
The temple gates? You mean the mouth of the wormhole?
Yes.
Just exactly how will this Harbinger cleanse the heavens?
Each of us must find our own interpretation of the prophecies, Bannick. The prophets can only show us the path to truth. We must walk there ourselves.
This rising, it's happening now?
Yes, the veil between the dead and the living is tearing. The unconsecrated spirits call to us as they walk unseen through the same corridors they did in life.
What makes you think this is going on?
I've heard them. Spirit voices arguing in empty corridors. Footsteps from the past. Doors opening and closing just as the prophecy foretold.
Why would a space station be haunted?
There were thousands of us here, slaves under the Cardassians. Beaten, starved. When one of us fell under the strain, a Cardassian overseer kicked the body aside and called for a replacement. There was no time for prayer.
The Cardassians never let you pray over your dead?
It was forbidden. We are a religious people, Bannick. When we depart this life, our spirits seek solace. The solace that only the Bajoran death chant can provide. I believe it is that ritual that guides our souls to the next phase. The Borjas of Terek Nor were denied these chants, and now, at the rising, they are doomed to walk the paths of the living.
But what if those incidents aren't supernatural? Exactly what did you see?
The Borjas have their secrets. I will keep theirs as they have kept mine.
But
Forgive me. My prayers must continue.
Ensign?
Yarrow, sir. Desma Yarrow, sir.
Desma Yarrow. This airlock leads to the Scythian ship.
Yes, sir.
Are the Scythians here? I want to talk to them.
Let's see if the Scythians have unlocked their side.
My name is Bannick. I'm with the Tyrian delegation of the United Federation of Planets. Welcome to Deep Space Nine. I am Ambassador now, Ambassador Bannick. Do you understand what I'm telling you? My name is Bannick. Look, if you know where the drones are coming from, tell me. Do you know why the drones are trying to destroy this station? Captain Sisko requests information about the drones. He is very concerned about them.
Destroy. Danger.
Are you telling me to destroy the drones? We already have.
Destroy. Citadel.
Citadel? What's that?
Citadel. Danger.
Citadel. Where is it?
Show. Citadel. Show danger. Silence.
Yes, show me this citadel.
Show. Rune.
This citadel, is it in danger?
Show Citadel.
Congratulations, Ambassador. You've survived your first negotiation with the Scythians, and vented remarkably little plasma, if you know what I mean.
Thanks, Ensign. They are a challenge.
Yes, sir.
Dax to Yarrow. Ensign, is Bannick with you?
Yes, Lieutenant.
Tell him I could use his help up here in Ops. I finished analyzing Karrig's logs, but some anomalies persist.
Right away, Lieutenant.
Has the Ambassador opened up communications with the Scythians?
Yes, ma'am. And closed them, too.
I see. What happened?
I'll tell you all about it when I get to Ops, Lieutenant.
Good. Dax out.
I guess you'll be on your way to Ops, sir.
I'd like to hear what you think about the Scythians, Ensign. How would you try to communicate with them?
Well, I don't exactly know, I'm sure, Ambassador. They don't seem to like to talk much. But my father told me if you want to make friends, make sure the other guy does more talking than you do.
But that would mean...
You wouldn't say anything at all. Yes, sir.
Any ideas about Karrig's death, Yarrow? Who might have killed him and why?
No, sir. A seemingly meaningless crime. But I'm sure whoever did it had their reasons. They always do.
You seem skilled at putting people at their ease, Ensign. What made you decide to strap on a phaser?
Well, sir, they tell us the sign of a good security officer is she never lets a situation deteriorate to where a phaser is necessary. By the way, I noticed you've strapped one on too.
I hope my situation doesn't deteriorate, Ensign, but just in case.
Yes, diplomacy by other means. But now you better think about getting back up to Ops.
Thank you, Ensign. Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir.
Computer. Ops.
Bannick, glad to see you. We have a problem.
You mean besides the storm, the evacuation, the attack, the murder, and the drones?
Yes, besides those petty concerns. I've recovered the pad data. About 40% should be readable, but it turns out all the relevant data is scrambled.
Scrambled? You mean encoded?
Exactly. Karrig evidently used encryption on his log entries. To read them, we'll have to break his code.
I did pretty well in field encryption, Lieutenant. I'll take a shot at it.
This goes beyond standard diplomatic encryption protocols, Bannick. Compared to this, the Altonian brain teaser is a simple coloring job.
Just tell me what you need me to do.
The problem is, to even begin, you need to select the right color. For each row, out of at least 10,000 hues.
Actually, that's not a problem.
What? You know which colors he uses. I mean used.
I'm not supposed to, but on Chimera's 10, after Karrig...
Don't tell me anything I'll have to arrest you for, Bannick. But if you somehow know the colors, you can access some of the data. There's another cipher somewhere in there, a syntactic code sequence.
Dex, these colors are a diplomatic secret, highest security classification. I can't let you learn them.
I understand, Bannick. The cipher screen is for your eyes only. Right there to your left. Just input the code colors in the correct order.
And if I do...
If the panel lights, you've got it.
Thanks, Jedzia. May I call you Jedzia?
If you like. Get busy now. Good luck, Bannick.
Okay. Hope they haven't changed. Ha! Ha ha!
Armo, Plan, Kadin, Gochme, Nikto. You have obtained access to the records of Karrig, first ambassador of the Tyrian Galactic Federation of Planets. Immediately. And that, point 3, have completed the journey through the stable wormhole and en route to the rendezvous with the sent a draft of the first Federation to the and I'm awaiting a reply.
Content irretrievable.
First contact has been facing some difficulty with the universal translate malfunction or linguistic incompatibility. Fortunately, my own linguistic skills will open a rudimentary dialogue. At first glance, the technology of traces of latinum in most metallic base. Overcome my frustration. The desire to communicate is so great. Why are so reticent? So not interested in pursuing contact. Realized being enough interaction for the create a sufficient linguistic base. Had I stumbled upon a first contact only to be cultural xenophobia? Days here grow short. Do it in the next 4 days. How can I hope to affirm they forced to leave before cementing criteria for first in it contacted by a group here in the Gamma loose affiliation of species, hints and insinuations valuable merchandise. I would like to dismiss the French crew, however. Reputation for those to miss an opportunity to meet.
Content irretrievable.
Left the Scythians unsure of the status of our relationship. I will have time to study the linguistic accumulated during my visit, a thought has come to me to apply Don Nga's regressive to the linguistic base. Somehow a stronger communication must be further our relationship with the Scythians. Difficulty in finding these aliens. The great mystery surrounding this so-called valuable item. I find it all rather adolescent. The Federation Ambassador Delivery Service. I believe it should be made clear. The Ambassadorial Corps provides a unique service. From me, or from the Federation. I represent the position of an object whose worth is dubious to begin with. I meet in 1 hour with take possession of the devices. I hope their function and value will make this side trip work. Eureka! I believe I have the root cause of the Scythians' reticence. It is not fear of contact at all. Clarity of communication. Dear to them, they value individual. Context is our overly verbose. Overwhelm them. Economy. Minimal combinations. I now look forward to contact where I will be into use. Force it. The data has been relocated to the person. Warning, you have obtained access to the personal logs of Karrig. Personal log Karrig, Stardate 48. Voyage through the wormhole was exhilarating. I should poem about it when I have call-offs too. Cardassian, my crew. On my Cardassian diligently and mastering yet another language. Decision. Heard. Warp capabilities. Probability already put warp signals. I grew very excited. Nothing is as invigorating as first contact. Rest my belief that the birds vis-a-vis first contact too strict. Fell under acceptable guidelines.
Content irretrievable.
Discovered the most delicious poem. Chika. Read this epic in its original Klingon, as opposed to the abysmal translate. Accompanies the Klingon text. Brought a great clarity inherent in all artistic translations. Leave the Scythians pointed that I was not. Communications got farther. I was beginning to feed timidity, cautious reticence to consider contact a failure. I am no friend to personal failure and would not like to open a relationship at this late stage in my life. After several so-called talks with this so-called Confederation of Species, I begin to miss the quiet reserve of the Scythians. We talk and talk, but they have yet to deliver these supposedly valuable devices. I'm an errand boy, ambassador of interplanetary repute. This device had just shown me. Unbelievable! Deliver 7 such devices in my hands. Safekeeping. If these truly function as from it, some trick, be the scientific edge has even out our military ambassador. Piece of the Dominion's own make. Learn of Dominion science and jewels.
Content irretrievable.
Seem to light refraction technology more sophisticated than the barriers floating field. In the wrong, as we got it. Never's the Confederation told fraction mantles. No, they are in my possession. Used device to slip. High security zone on Kolos 2. I'm not certain the code wait for me. I must get the right hands. I'm sure that Captain system. The device is safe. Deep space run with transients and mercenaries. Just a solution attempt. Personal for that young man involved in the Chimera's incident. I don't have suspicions with a non-Tyrian and Bannick seems skills I need. I'm within hours of the devices are well hidden. Concerned that others know where I am. Bannick is not yet back into my quarters and wait. Self at risk, at least for the back. I have used device to slip. High security zone on Kolos 2. I'm not certain the code wait for me. I must get the right hands. I'm sure that Captain's system. The device is safe. Deep space run with transients and mercenaries. Just a solution attempt. Personal for that young man involved in the Chimera's incident. I don't have suspicions with a non-Tyrian and Bannick seems skills I need. I'm scanning the devices. Devices do indeed create other fact. The wearer. It may be.
Bannick! You managed to access Karrig's logs. Congratulations. Dax to Cisco.
Go ahead, Lieutenant.
All logs are open, Captain. Bannick cracked both ciphers.
Well done. My compliments to the Ambassador. Dax, the Major and I have been discussing...
I'm advocating a preemptive strike on the drones.
Strike? When?
As soon as possible. Right now.
The Major feels that we should attack the drones now, before their numbers become unmanageable. Is the Ambassador there?
Bannick here, Captain.
A report, please, Ambassador, on your progress with the Scythians.
Going well, I'm happy to report, Captain.
Excellent. Then you found out where the drones are coming from, and why they're targeting Deep Space Nine.
Well, maybe not that well. But I found something in Ambassador Karrig's logs that might help. He said that the Scythians value individual words and economy of language. I'm gonna try that approach. Try not to overwhelm them with words.
Economy of language. Let's hope that helps. What have you learned so far?
One of them mentioned Citadel. It's a place. I don't know where.
Go on.
They strongly associate the concept of drones with the action of destroy.
Not surprising, Ambassador. So do I.
Yes, Ambassador, continue.
One Scythian indicated he'd like to show Citadel to us.
It's clear you need to talk again with the Scythians and learn more. Perhaps what's left of Ambassador Karrig's logs will be of help. Cisco to Yarrow.
Yarrow here, Captain.
Ensign, are the Scythians available for negotiations? Ambassador Bannick.
Negative, sir. That is, they're not in the airlock. Captain, we have a malfunctioning airlock door here.
What do you mean?
The approach door, sir. It keeps opening and closing by itself.
Report it to engineering, Ensign, and if the Scythians show themselves, alert the Ambassador immediately.
Yes, sir. Yarrow out.
Benjamin, Bannick hasn't had a chance to...
Captain, the drones. We need to act.
That's enough! Major, you want to calmly tell Bannick and Dax your proposed plan of action?
Yes, sir. Look, the drones come here one at a time. When they're all here, they'll all attack. Why wait for that? Let's take the runabout, clean up the drones around the station, then follow the drones back to their source, destroying them one by one.
You understand what she's proposing, Ambassador?
Yes, I understand.
Dax, I take it you don't agree with Major Kira's plan?
No. We'll win the battle but lose the war. These second-wave drones are phaser resistant. To defeat them, we'll have to use the photon torpedoes. Once we do, we'll see a new, deadlier drone appear. It's this third wave of drones that we must fear. And the sooner we attack any drone, the sooner this final wave will be upon us. If it arrives before the Defiant returns, we'll be out of surprises.
Bannick, you've heard the arguments. Your advice, please.
You say the new drones are phaser resistant? How do you know?
Sensors indicated. A lot more duranium in their hulls. Clearly faster, tougher, more capable machines.
What do you think of Kira's idea, to follow the drones back to their source?
The drones come from somewhere beyond runabout range. I'm positive of that. We need the Defiant.
There is a deep space capable ship here at the station. The Scythian ship.
Unfortunately for us, it belongs to someone else, and it's weaponless.
Thanks, Lieutenant. Captain, I hate waiting as much as the next person, but I side with Dax. Let's let the drones come to us, hope the Defiant is ahead of schedule, and prepare as best we can in the meantime.
Well-considered advice, Ambassador. No runabout mission at this time. We continue preparations for the drone attack. Dax, see if you can create a simulated mission against the drones. Get it loaded into one of Quark's holosuites.
Yes, sir.
Major, when Dax alerts you that the drone buildup is complete, you will take the Hudson. This time, we'll make sure no courier drone escapes through the wormhole.
Yes, Captain.
Bannick, our best chance of survival depends on better understanding our enemy and our potential friends. Please consider your negotiations with the Scythians as a matter of the highest importance.
I understand.
Good. Cisco out.
Thanks for taking my side, Ambassador. We made the right decision, I think.
Jedzia, Karrig's logs. There's a lot of static.
Bannick, if you saw what metachlorinide does to equipment, almost everything has been corroded away.
I was wondering if you could help me listen to the logs, maybe decipher some of the trickier parts.
All right. Which ones in particular?
Some of the logs mention devices of some sort. Something valuable.
Valuable enough to kill for?
That's what I wondered, too. In one of his personal logs, he talks about something called refraction mantles.
Refraction mantle. Did he explain what it was?
He also talked about getting a hold of 7 very valuable devices. If those devices were the refraction mantles...
I think you better tell Odo about this. It sounds like you may have uncovered a motive for murder.
There's one here called Clarity. Something about a breakthrough with the Scythians.
Sounds like exactly what you need. Let's hear it.
Eureka! I believe I have heard the root cause of the Scythians' reticence. It is not fear of contact at all. Clarity of communication. Dear to them, they value individual. Context is our overly verbose. Overwhelm them. Economy. Minimal combinations. I now look forward to contact where I will be into use.
Our overly verbose something or other overwhelm them. I think he's saying we use too many words.
Clarity. Economy.
Try that next time you talk to the Scythians. Talk like they do. One word. The right word.
He tucked some tricorder scan data into his personal logs.
I'm going to download these scans into the station computer, Bannick. Maybe it can make some sense of all of this.
That's all for now, Lieutenant. Thanks. Computer. Promenade, level 7, section 5.